WRCB weather app now. Live radar, accurate forecasts. It's the power of Channel 3 in the palm of your hand. Presented by Chattanooga Allergy Clinic.
We have headed out of the studio again this morning, back to Redstone Estates in East Brainerd, the newest independent living facility to come to the area, visiting with our good friend Carol Fincher in front of the fire. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you, Julie. Thank you.
This is a lovely, lovely spot. Last time we were here with you, we were focusing on the studio apartment that we were in. You have 1 and 2 bedrooms as well.
We do, and the 2-bedroom ones have 2 full baths, and the bedrooms are on opposite ends of the apartment. So you have your common area in the middle and 2 private bedrooms and baths.
Well, you know, I kind of can just get an image in my head of how spacious that must feel and how open it must feel, because this morning we're in the lobby, essentially,
Right.
I guess. There are windows, Carol, on either side of us. It is very open. It feels a little bit like you're in a lodge in Montana or something.
It does. It really does. It's very light and open, and was basically created that way.
You've done a great job, too, on the aesthetic, I think. You've got this beautiful stone fireplace, and I mentioned the lodge in Montana. You might naturally be thinking about something a little bit dark, maybe.
Right.
That's not the case here. This
No.
is very bright and
No.
cheery.
Yes, very, very light, very uplifting. Just a beautiful area for them to gather in, and the lobby area and the dining areas across from it, and it's light and bright.
There's a lot in your head, isn't there?
Yes.
I've known her long enough to know that you carry a lot in your heart and a lot in your head, because you feel every bit of what happens in these walls.
Exactly.
And you take it on as your responsibility. So we've been kind of watching you interact with your team as you get ready to see people coming through these doors. All of you are eager to bring kind of the greatest experience to the residents who are going to be here.
Exactly. You know, our mission really is to create safe, comfortable, happy environment, light, bright, delicious food. We have a great chef.
It's not that he's great, Carol. He's fantastic. We're talking about Joe Black. If he's not a household name, the restaurants he's worked for and started practically are.
Right.
You got Farm to Fork, which was his creation, Hennon's, the Walden Club, he's been long associated with that. And then he just threw out and said, for anybody listening who goes way back, was it called Grady's Good Times? Grady's Good Times. So you're going to have a difficult time not overeating while you're here.
Oh yes, it's going to be very difficult. We're going to be serving 2 delicious meals, lunch and dinner meal, 7 days a week, and he does a fantastic job with
He and I
food.
were talking a little bit before you and I sat down, actually, and he was sharing with me how excited he is for the work, because in the restaurant business you have some regulars, true, but most people are there just every so often. He'll be able to really get to know the residents who are here and tailor those meals for their health needs and their nutritional needs.
Right. He can develop a gluten-free meal for them, a vegetarian meal, a high-protein meal. He's just got all that in his bag.
So for people who are watching thinking, yeah, it all sounds good, but I just don't know if my savings are going to allow me to go someplace like that. You've tried really hard to make it not only affordable, but psychologically something people can embrace, because you're not locked in.
Oh no, there are no long-term leases or contracts at all. It's month-to-month rental.
You've got the studio apartments that we mentioned,
Right.
1 and 2 bedroom
bedrooms,
units.
yes.
Some of those are handicapped accessible.
Yes, they are. They are handicap accessible, and we also have some that are fitted for hearing impaired.
Okay, and then when it comes to budgeting for this, I know y'all have tried very much to keep it affordable for people. You're leaving behind not just your mortgage, if you still have one on your house, but all your bills are gone pretty much.
Right. It's very easy to work with a fixed income when you move into a senior living community, because the utilities are all included, and you have the 2 delicious meals a day. You have your housekeeping, you have transportation. Basically, the only thing that you really have to think about is if your telephone and if you want cable TV service.
Let's talk a little bit too before I let you go. We mentioned this last time, but how close you are to everything. This is a very, very convenient part of town.
Oh yes, it's very convenient. It's probably 3 to 5 minutes to Hamilton Place and about that same time to Erlanger East, where there are also a lot of other medical buildings over in the Erlanger East area too.
So if you are looking for a new place to call home, you probably haven't heard of it yet, but now you have. It's Redstone Estates in East Brainerd. It's a beautiful, beautiful, open and inviting independent living facility ready for you to come and take a tour, find the apartment that works for you. Just give Carol Fincher a call. The phone number and website there on your screen. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Don't worry, be happy, because I have the solutions to all of your real estate concerns. Whether you go with my guaranteed offer or my massive marketing approach that powers this great team,